Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Opinion Machine, the show where we talk about all things gaming. My name is Killjoy, and today we're going to be taking a look at Need for Speed Hot Pursuit Remastered for Switch. And I'm going to give you some thoughts on the game itself, and I'm going to give you some thoughts on the remaster. Straight off the bat, I can say this is probably one of my favourite Need for Speed games. I absolutely love the Hot Pursuit style of Need for Speed games. Very arcade racer, very much just about speeding around, avoiding the police. Love it. In terms of the remaster, I don't actually know much that they added here, and I will be honest with you, I definitely think this is unfortunately a little bit on the not such a good remaster side. But I'll play some races and I'll talk you through it. There is an online multiplayer. The online multiplayer is also crossplay, which is cool. We can choose to set that up. And I've played it about, I want to say, 3 hours, 4 hours. So the whole point of Hot Pursuit is you have the ability to play as a racer, and you also have the ability to play as the police. I have not started any of the police. We will get to that at some point, but I'll do like a race or something first, and then, you know, show off some of the bits and bobs. What we got races. We've got races. So we've got a lot of races to do and previews. So we're gonna do a race. In fact, we'll go for this one here. So, like most Need for Speed games, obviously it's a racing game. It's very, very arcadey, like I said. I will go with this. Ooh, hello. I've had to turn the music right down as well, because a lot of the music in these games is licensed. So you might just hear the car engine above it, or maybe some of the music in the background. I do apologise. But this is, like I said, one of my favourite Need for Speed games. It's very much just a lot of speeding around corners, you know, drifting, taking the perfect lines. Pretty much you just want to hold down the accelerator and drift. You don't want to hit the brake ever. And what makes this game obviously good is you have the Hot Pursuit mode. You have Gauntlet and Hot Pursuit. Hot Pursuit is obviously you're being chased by the police. There are other races. Gauntlet, on the other hand, is just you versus one other person. So hopefully this won't be too bad. Oh, there we go. And we're off. Let me just, as we're doing that, I'm just going to knock down at these sound effects just a little bit. Might not sound very loud to you guys. Sounds quite loud to me. So anyway, let's carry on. So yeah, the game itself still looks fairly decent. It still handles fairly well. Like, maybe to some people it might feel a little bit on the stiffer side, but I actually quite like the way this game handles. It's very fast, as you can see. And has lots of different options. You have previews, which you get to preview cars. Oh, okay, I'm showing off how bad I am already. Perfect. And they're starting to use shortcuts. Nice. Yeah, so you have preview events, you have Hot Pursuits, you have races, you have time trials, you have Gauntlet. Those are basically the events. Each one has slightly different rules. This is obviously a race, and as you complete races and whatnot, you level up, and you unlock more cars, you unlock higher, faster types of cars, as well as getting more and more wanted by the police. I'm about to crash, I think. No, we're alright. You can also boost. You get boost by riding on the wrong side of the road, because obviously it's set in America. So if I drive on the left here, my little nitrous bar goes up. You slipstream increases your nitro gauge. Drifting does. Near misses. It's quite a few different things, basically. So all the things you're going to be doing while driving anyway. Try and take this quite nicely. Oh dear. Okay. But honestly, this was a game I got back on Xbox 360. I really, really like this game. So I am going to be slightly biased towards it. I think this is awesome that this has come to Switch. This is like I did do looked up some things. I will say it is disappointing that this game runs at 30 frames per second. And you can probably see that in this gameplay. I actually think it kind of sucks. And I'm hoping that they might consider doing something to make this run at 60 by adding a different mode in, because this actually runs at 30 frames on the PlayStation 4, Xbox One and the Switch, which actually surprised me. I thought it might just be the Switch version that would be the one that's 30 frames, but the PC version and the new consoles, the new generations, they all run, apparently, or have a 60 frames per second mode, which this game absolutely deserves. You should, if you can get it on one of those systems, you should be getting it on there to play at 60 frames. If you don't, however, this game is budget. This is £30 I got it for, so yeah, I'm pretty happy about this. Unlike what was the other EA game that was released? The other car game where they charged a lot more money for it. They charged like 50 quid for it. But I think this is in terms of the game, it's a really good game. Like, it is very fun. If you like arcade races, you're gonna love it. Like, that's what you're getting yourself into. That was awful. Oh god. Oh god. We're doing so badly. Oh, I'm so bad at this track. Anyway, yeah, so if you're into arcade races, this is one of the best Need for Speeds for that. I think this game is awesome. Right? And then I'll show off some police gameplay in a second as well. And probably a Hot Pursuit to finish it off, because I love Hot Pursuit, so we're definitely going to be doing one of those. And in terms of the game, great. However, the remaster itself is very lackluster, and while they've added all the DLC in from the original one, I believe this now runs at has a resolution of 1080p. That kind of seems like that's about it. There doesn't seem like there's many other things. There's a few extra little features, like a little garage and stuff. You can look at your cars, but all in all, unfortunately, I really do think this game, having the remastered moniker on it, is very lazy. And as much as I like the game, I have to call them out on that and say, hey, you know what? This might be more of a remaster on other systems, but I think calling this a remaster on Switch is maybe a bit misleading. Because really, what have you done? Like, visually, like, as far as I'm aware, you've gone back and improved the resolution. But there's no way this on Switch shouldn't run at like 60. I mean, come on. It is like, I can't remember when the game came out, but I had it on 360. Like, just you could knock the graphics down or keep it at 720 and have this run at 60. I'd be all for that. Like, I know a lot of people won't care. There'll be a lot of people that buy this and just want it. And to be honest, it is playable. It just sucks, and I kind of wish, like, at this point that we'd get past that and actually have this, this game at a much higher frame rate. A frame rate that this game deserves, no less. Because you can kind of see everything's kind of blurring past at a weird... Now, I took motion blur off, so it's probably going to look a little worse anyway. I don't like motion blur in games, so I tend not to ever have it on. But yeah, I've definitely got issues with the fact that they're calling this a remaster. It feels like the very most bare minimum remaster back when remasters started becoming a thing. They decided I'll just make a higher resolution and stuff. But I think they could have done more. I think they should have done more, and I think this game deserves more as well. Like, a lot of people may not have played this Hot one. This is probably my last. In my opinion, I haven't played many of them. This is the last Need for Speed game I was interested in. They've made a lot of Need for Speed games since that just do not have that kind of arcade race to them. They don't have that kind of excitement that I like personally from a Need for Speed game. And to be honest, the fact that I'm even talking and doing this well is kind of surprising. Well, we are in second. I might be able to... Ooh! I might be able to take first. We'll see... Oh, we might do it. Is he going to do it? Oh, that was really jammy. That was really jammy. Let me tell you, I've never concentrated so hard while racing. I'm actually surprised I did okay in that race. So I actually really like that track. I'm not great at it, as you probably could see. But this is a race. This is a really fun arcade racing game. I really like this game. Like, it's so good. And as you win races and things, and you can keep doing them, you gain bounty and that levels you up. Like... The fact that this game is so cheap, which is surprising because it's EA, like, I'm so glad that it didn't cost me, like I said, it was an instant purchase after I watched a few videos. But, excuse me, only buy this game if you, firstly, are okay with, ooh, what have we got here? If only you're okay with playing it at 30, that's a nice car, 30 frames. I really do wish, and I think this game should have a 60 frames mode in it. There's no reason why it shouldn't. But it is a really, really fun game. I'll show you some police action, then we'll do a Hot Pursuit, and I'll kind of wind up things. I've not started the police department here. I'll skip this video because I already know it is. It's just showing you, like, your job is to...
Driving the Ford Crown Victoria. As you prove your value to the department, command will make more...
Shush.
First produced by the Ford...
So, my first job is to take someone off the road. I've got to do it within a minute. Let's see if I can do it. Now, the reason why I like this game so much is because as the police and when you're doing hot pursuits as the racers, you gain the ability to drop spike strips, EMPs. You actually have like a way to influence what's going on around you, and it's just a lot of fun. And I'll try and do one that's intense.
Mazda heading south on 3 Points Road.
Let's go after this Mazda. Where am I at? Come here, Mazda. Right, here we go. He's already a bit beaten up. Out the way! Slipstream this dude. Now, you want to come from the side and ram them. That's usually the most effective way of doing it. Like that. Is he going to take the shortcut? There we go. I kind of wanted to slow down. Oh, where's he gone? Look at the map, look at the map, look at the map. Come on. There we go, beautiful. Take him down. That's kind of what Interceptor is. There are different races you can obviously do.
Suspect vehicles have been stopped. Good job, officer.
There we go, nice. Distinction. Oh, excuse me. And as you obviously get more bounty and stuff, you unlock more cars, and that's kind of how the game works, like that. Give me those points. Give me a new car. Yeah. New vehicle procured. I think you get the cars you break. I don't know. Nice. But it is really cool seeing a lot of these cars turn into police vehicles. Pretty sweet. But yeah, I'm going to show you a Hot Pursuit to kind of finish off the whole video. But what I want you to take away from this is a good game. This is a good Need for Speed game. Unfortunately, it's not a great remaster. And that kind of... Oh, you can do Hot Pursuit as the police. I didn't know that. Well, that's even cooler. But I don't want to do Hot Pursuit as the police. I want to do Hot Pursuit as the driver. So... But yeah, it is not a great remaster. It's probably better on potentially some other... Ooh. Let's do this one. It's probably better on other systems. On the newer systems and on PC, you are going to get that frame rate. If you only have... Oh, nice. If you only have a Switch, then I actually think this is worth it. But you just have to be prepared that you are going to get an experience that is kind of, unfortunately, a little bit inferior, I think. Alright, win, lose, or whatever happens here, I am going to attempt this once, so you guys can see what I think is the best mode in the game and what the namesake. Running away from the police, having to race, and obviously avoid traffic and stuff. You can see available weapons, like spike strips, jammer, turbo, EMP. Turbo is great, but oh my god, I don't do a good job of not crashing. 10,000 bounty points if I win. So, let's see. Let's see if I can do this. Driving this little beast. Now, there are shortcuts in this game. Ooh. God, that speech. There are shortcuts in this game on these roads and things. How long is this track? 10 miles. But I'm really bad at like looking at the map. So I will try and take some shortcuts. Now, the reason why you want to take shortcuts is generally the police will not... I mean, I could be wrong in saying this. I don't think the police come off-road for you. We're going to take another shortcut here. Yeah, if they go off-road, they tend not to follow you off-road. I don't think. Is he? Ooh. The other thing to notice with this... Ooh. Yeah, the police can summon roadblocks. They can summon spike strips. They can do a helicopter that will drop a spike strip. Whoops, I was not paying attention. As well as using EMPs, which will also take you out. Now, you'll see on the next to my speedometer, down on the right, is a wrench and a health bar. That only really matters on like the longer tracks, but you are going to see me, unfortunately, lose health when I get hit. And you can take other people out. Oh dear. Where are we? Fourth. Okay, cool. Well, now the police seem to be... Generally, the police generally seem to be... Take this guy out. Generally seem to be taking... Generally seem to be taking out the other racers.
Spike strip deployed.
I can hear the spike strip. I just can't see the spike strip. And I crashed. Oh, it took somebody down. Alright, cool. When it goes into that cutscene, this is really useful to know. Jammer, sod it. When the cutscene happens, Oh god. You can know the game takes over, so you can't take any damage. You can go through spike strips, all kinds of things. Ooh. Oh, water jammer upgrade, nice. Anyway, so we're 4th at the moment. Police do go use shortcuts, that's good to know. Alright, I'm going to try and find a straight. There is a shortcut coming up here, which I am going to take.
Suspect is heading into the old railway tunnel.
Shortcuts are literally your best friends in this, so you definitely want to look at the map, figure out where they are, and just kind of... Oh, there's a police officer. Oh no, it isn't. Well, there's a police officer chasing me earlier. But these tracks get longer and longer, and one of the very last races is it's either a gauntlet or a hot pursuit, and let me tell you, that is not the easiest thing. Oh Christ. Now, oh, and this is something that happens as well. They introduce new cars. Now, for every police officer you take down, you will get more bounty. And what I want to do specifically here is find a... Oh, there's a shortcut coming up, maybe not. I wanted to find a straight bit of road so that I can use a turbo, because turbos are good. Shortcuts will also... I don't think the police helicopters will come off-road to drop spike strips, because that's always like a worrying thing. I'm going to activate a turbo, and we're going to hope for the best, and hope that I don't crash. So hopefully... Ah! Oh, that's so unfortunate. That's not what you want when you use a turbo, but turbo lets you just get a nice amount of speed. Maybe we should EMP some dudes. That wouldn't be the worst idea. Oh dear. No, thank you.
Suspect is driving extremely dangerously. We've got to end this now. Detecting an EMP lock signal. Take evasive maneuvers.
See, I'll take this dude out. Boom!
I'm gonna try and slow him down.
I'm gonna go through this car! So that's the only problem with roadblocks, is they will mess you up unless you... I think my car's pretty much in the danger zone. Oh no! I've somehow got first, and I got 1.6 miles to go, so we'll see. So one thing I do need to think about is dropping spike strips, which I'm going to do now and hope for the best.
Monitoring spike strip release in your area.
That didn't work. But we are going to use the turbo because this seems like a good time to use it. Let's hope that we don't crash. Sweet. Now I really should be taking more shortcuts, because you can see, like, with shortcuts, as long as you don't... Oh dear. Oh god. Well, that went... Oh, I got busted for it! Oh, that's really unfortunate. I thought I was going to win. Oh no. I was going so well. Now the problem with... I guess the thing to do with roadblocks is probably to stop. Yeah, there you go. It's Hot Pursuit. It's crazy, it's fun, it's bonkers. I love it. It's definitely my favourite part of it. But... like I said, this is a game, if you like arcade racing games, this is one of the best ones I've ever played, in my opinion. It's a lot of fun. You can play Hot Pursuit as both the police and a racer. You've got different types of events. And honestly, like, it's just really solid and fun. And I know it's an EA game, but this is one of the better. I think Criterion made this originally. The guys that originally did Burnout, and it shows. It's just a lot of fun. However, like I said, if you're buying it for it's remastered, it's a very lackluster remaster. So only buy this game if you want to play this and it looks fun to you. But do not expect massive overhauls. If you can get it on PC, PS5. And Xbox Series, you're probably better off because you get that 60 frames mode and it'll just play better generally. But if you've just got a Switch and you want an arcade racer, there aren't going to be many better ones that come to Switch than this, in my opinion. There are other ones on there, but this game's just solid and it's just a lot of fun. So there you go, guys. That's my thoughts on Need for Speed Hot Pursuit Remastered. If you like the video, hit like. If you want to see more content like this, then hit subscribe. The links for Facebook and Twitter will be down below in the description as always. And until next video, I will see you then.